One of the most important things that was pointed out to us as we went to watch it, we had a lady who walked in at the start of the screening and said, please don't tweet anything, please don't say anything, you will spoil it. And then before the film started, Zack Snyder, the director, said, please don't say anything, you'll spoil it. So it's actually really hard to interview you because there's so little we can say. How do you keep the secret?
We just talk about nothing mostly for most interviews. It's been really hard, actually.
It's challenging.
I bet it is.
I talk about what I'm wearing a lot, you know.
How does it work then? Because nobody's going to be able to see this until Friday, and for a lot of people they'll be thinking, well, they're both the good guys. Batman was, you know, he's a little bit darker, but he was essentially a good guy. Superman is the ultimate good guy. How can they be pitted against each other?
Well, essentially, we're dealing with a fictional reality of a super being existing on the planet, and with that super being existing, we have the various human reactions to it. Some people welcome his presence as a savior, and there's a large group of people who fear him as well. And Batman belongs in that category, and he feels it's his duty to deal with this potential threat before it becomes a threat. And then we also have the arch manipulator, Lex Luthor, working on Superman's psychology. And Superman, we see him in very much an evolutionary stage in this movie. We don't see him as the finished product of Superman. And so he has a lot of emotional knee-jerk reactions which help lead to the conflict.
It is absolutely epic. The music's incredible. The sound effects are huge. The story is vast. But for you, playing the role itself, the responsibility to get it right must be enormous.
Amy?
No, I think that's to you. Henry does a great job.
Yes, it is enormous, but I've never shied away from responsibility. I quite enjoy it.
It's such an epic movie. Lots of stunts, lots of things. You took part in all your own stunts. Of all the injuries you could have ended up with, and you got swimmer's ear. How did that happen?
That was you, right?
Yeah, I got swimmer's ear.
Yeah.
I got a double ear infection. From all the underwater, but they give you these drops, right? And they tell you to put them in your ear, and I, of course, was like, I'll be fine, and I didn't do it, and then, yeah. So it was my own pride and stupidity.
I didn't know whether or not it was the scene, which I can't go into, where you might have got the swimmer's ear, or whether it was the scene in the bath, which Holly could go into, where you might have got swimmer's ear.
What happened in the bath?
Well, I'll be worried if she got swimmer's ear while in the bath. I mean, what was happening in the bath that she got swimmer's ear?
I mean, at least we didn't capture that part on camera.
True.
So, yeah.
It's when I just got super frustrated with it and just kept on dunking it.
So as far as the geography is concerned, that was another thing that surprised me. I didn't realise that that Gotham City and Metropolis were actually almost twinned. They're side by side.
Yes, and now you know.
And so that, I assume, is because Batman would need to get in a plane or a car to get from one place to another, but you, as Superman, could be there in a matter of seconds.
Absolutely, yes. It's one of the grand advantages of being Superman is that keep your carbon footprint quite low.
Yes.
Why does Batman have a cape if he can't fly? I mean, that cape's pointless. Has he not seen Madonna on the Brits?
Well, does the cape actually help you fly, or is it just for effect?
It's for dramatic effect, yeah, pretty much. I mean, he wouldn't look quite as cool without a cape. He just looked like a guy in a skin-tight outfit.
It's more flattering.
It would seem yours is definitely the more practical superhero outfit, because we were reading that with Ben and the Batman outfit, he had problems with his peripheral vision.
Absolutely, yes. Ben with the cowl on, and then with his armoured cowl on top of that as well. There was a lot of times where you see him walking around looking all mean and tough, and then you'd see him trip over the smallest of things on set, and all of a sudden that illusion was completely ruined.
And did you insist?
Yeah.
In The Wizard of Oz.
Did you insist on zippers in yours?
Yes, absolutely. After doing Man of Steel, I had been done with the enormous discomfort of not being able to use the lavatory whenever I so choose, and so I made sure they put one in this one.
And for you, Amy, what's the important relationship between Lois and Superman?
Life that sort of keep him grounded to this world and remind him of his purpose as a man, not just as this demigod that's been created by the media and etc. They just keep him grounded in the man that he is.
Yeah, it's a. Oh, just one thing, Henry. Did you go out into Times Square in a t-shirt, just like Clark, with the glasses hiding in plain sight?
I did. Well, my friend and I were discussing the lack of validity of the glasses. Well, a lot of people say it's not a great disguise for Clark. However, we've always realised that hiding in plain sight is a very viable tactic. And so we went to go put that to the test, and we went to Times Square, and I wore a Superman T-shirt, not even the glasses. I was just went with a Superman T-shirt and a coat on, because it was chilly, and stood underneath the Batman v Superman poster, which is a huge, great thing, wrapped around building. And we got stopped twice, once by someone to ask for directions, and another time because someone was in a coffee shop who said, could you please stop taking photos?
I love
How
it.
brilliant
I love
is
it.
that?
I think
Just goes to show you.
I think we danced very well through that interview without actually not giving
I think
anything
you
away. I
did
was
well.
terrified
Very well.
I was going to give something away. It's a real pleasure to talk to you. Thank you very much indeed. It is a epic movie, and I'm sure the fans will be absolutely wetting
And
their
cinemas from
pants with
everywhere from
delight.
Friday.
Yeah, just stunning.
Thank
Thanks,
you
guys.
very much. Bye-bye.
All right, thank you very much. Bye-bye.